that is definitely something that comes up with automation. With the previous program we were using, that was a very frequent complaint. We had a lot of customer complaints that were generated around that. When we first started with Hatch, they would come up and we got in a meeting. That was something where I was like, how do we fix this and make it not happen anymore? And we've gotten that adjusted. It's really configuring your audiences that you're pulling, your bailouts, the opt-outs for it. That's a huge thing. So like, for example, one of our largest complaints was with the sales follow-up automation. We'd have a technician go out. Our standard is we offer 3 to 5 estimates, but a minimum of 3. So if we're giving the customer, say we're giving them the max of 5 estimates and they accept 1 and the other 4 are still open, we would have the automation bot previously with the other source we were using would continuously follow up saying, hey, you have an open estimate, you have an open estimate. It wouldn't be able to recognize that one of their estimates was accepted. So that's something we were able to really hone in on and specify when we set up our audience for our sales follow-up, is that they could have up to this many estimates. If any of these estimates are accepted, you're not going to follow out with this campaign. We're going to approach that differently. Say, you still have other estimates. Can we close these out? Did you want to move forward with any of these? Versus we haven't had an accepted estimate from you at all. We're also able to set up, it's estimates that, like I said, we start that on the second day, and then we only go back, I believe it's 14 days. So they're in that 14-day cycle, and then they get rotated. So we're also not following up on estimates that were given 2 years ago and never accepted in the same way. And then our different workflows and workspaces connect to each other. So if we have a customer that is in the Yelp workspace and then they get a missed call, they're coming up in the missed call campaign. But I don't know how the technology works with it, but they seem to recognize that and understand it. It's the same customer. It keeps them in the same chat, like the text messages. I guess kind of if you think like an iPhone and you get that text message thread, they're getting a new response in from a different bot for a different campaign or a different purpose, but it is recognizing that it's the same customer. And once that customer opts out or says, no, I don't need this anymore, it stops it. And we stop it across the board for any campaign that they're in or could potentially get pulled into. So we definitely have a major drop in complaints for following up when the estimates have already been accepted.